chemists have cooked up a range of low-calorie alternatives to added sugars, one of the most popular being aspartame. This stuff can be found in over 6,000 products, from soft drinks to gum, but somewhere along the line, it managed to snag a not-so-sweet reputation as a chemical that can cause a whole lot of health issues, including cancer. We decided to take a closer look, so get ready for the scientific scoop on aspartame. Aspartame was discovered in the mid-60s when a researcher working with anti-ulcer medication licked his fingers to find a surprising level of sweetness. On very few occasions do really stupid decisions pay off. Don't lick your fingers in the lab, people. 1 gram of aspartame has around 4 calories, the same as table sugar, but it packs 200 times the sweetness, so you don't need a lot. Your average packet of sweetener only contains about 35 milligrams, which is why manufacturers can say that their sweeteners are 0 calories. Aspartame was taken through a gauntlet of health studies both before and after the early 80s when the FDA first approved it for human consumption. From that point on, it became one of the most heavily criticized products ever approved by the FDA. But a lot of the claims made against aspartame were bred from anecdotal evidence or flawed studies. So let's get into the science. When you eat aspartame, your body breaks it down into these 3 different compounds at these 3 percentages. Of these compounds, methanol has been scrutinized the most because it's metabolized into formaldehyde, a known carcinogen under long-term exposure. But here's an interesting fact for you. 12 ounces of fruit juice can have up to 5 times more methanol than a 12-ounce diet soda, which means 5 times the formaldehyde. But who's out there freaking out about juice, huh? Here's the other thing about formaldehyde. It's put to immediate use by the body by making important things like amino acids, the building blocks of proteins. It never actually builds up and stores in the body. In fact, your body produces 1,000 times more formaldehyde than you can consume through aspartame. Leftover formaldehyde is turned into formic acid, which is excreted through pee or broken down by carbon dioxide and water. An early study in the 80s had subjects consuming 50 times the average American's daily intake, only to find no significant change in levels of formic acid in their blood. Another double-blind study had a large group of people consuming pills containing the amount of aspartame found in 10 liters of diet soda for 24 weeks, and another group on placebo, again to find no difference in symptoms or tests between the groups. Some folks out there have reported a sensitivity to aspartame with different symptoms, including headaches, seizures, nausea, anxiety, depression, and much more. Well, a recent double-blind study tested 48 people who have claimed aspartame sensitivity. Their findings? Again, 0 evidence of acute response to aspartame. Also, there have been trials on the effects of aspartame on human cognition, all concluding no noticeable effects on both children and adults. The FDA has established the acceptable daily intake of aspartame to be that of 50 milligrams per 1 kilogram of body weight per day. So if you weigh 68 kilograms or 150 pounds, you'd be overdoing it if you somehow managed to consume 97 packets of sweetener or around 17.5 12-ounce cans of diet soda a day. That is insane. But is it safe for everyone? Unfortunately, no. Individuals with a rare condition called phenylketonuria are supposed to stay away from this stuff because they're unable to break down one of the metabolites, phenylalanine. Also, some folks claim that the high concentrations of phenylalanine and aspartame leak into your brain and can deplete it of serotonin, leading to depression. But the same hasn't been said for milk, a drink that has up to 8 times the amount of phenylalanine. There's yet to be any research to date proving a connection between aspartame and cancer. And by the way, aspartame is one of the most heavily researched food additives of all time.